My name is Wester Enrico. I'm the host of the Talking and the Famous the Famous List, which is if that's what you were going to try to say, which I'm not. I'm not trying to say that or anything else, except that we've got some chores to do. You, me, everybody, all of us, together. We'll do them. We'll get them done, and it'll be like, hey, look at that. Isn't that impressive? That's what everyone will say. I'm super tired. I barely slept. Just a couple hours here and there, but I'm having, can't sleep because of, I guess, general anticipation stuff. I've got several chores I need to do, multiple chores, more than several. Start with this, aka the dishes. There we go. That's a good dishwasher. Yeah, like that. Do it like that, dishwasher. Alright. This dishwasher is full. It needs to be done. So we're going to do that first off. I have to put a soap in there. Once that's done, I can empty the dishwasher and put the new dishes in. You're cleaning your fish tank. You can chore while I chore. That sounds good. Have I had a good day? Yes, it's been a good day. No thank you for his feet. Kira's going to start laundry. Jonathan Earl says, it's going to be ice pack day for my phone. It's straight, not like in the heat. Hello, JR, Chicago. How are you? All right, let's check it out. Let's do the dishes. We'll put this little thing in here. Pow. We're going to go heavy. Doesn't take quite as long as pots and pans. Thanks. These are the ones I see best with. I hope that although the worst of the charges were acquittals, that they keep him in jail as long as possible, as long as the sentencing guidelines allow. Because he's pretty clearly not a good person. And I think we can take some solace in knowing that deal with these dishes later, Eric. What are you doing? We can take some solace in knowing that he's going to get sued to the ends of the earth, so. It's Dale. You saw a rat. No, there's not going to be any rat around here because, first of all, there's no place for them to be. Second of all, we've got 2 cats. Sometimes the cats bring them inside, not a rat, but like a mouse. bring in mice periodically. They bring in lizards. Periodically, I'll find a dead old dried up lizard somewhere around, Alright, so with the plan to have a clean kitchen here, I think I'm going to start by cleaning the stove top. Let's see. JD. Well, I don't know about that. So, got my scrubber here, but first I'm going to do a little bit of a wiping scoop. I'm going to take that out as well for maximal cleanage. Alright, so we're going to get all the little bits of thing. Scoop them right into the trash can. Just scoop them right in. Every last one of them. Little bits of thing, come along with me. You're going in the trash can, and I'm jumping you in the sea. Okay, I'm not dumping you in the sea. Just putting you in the trash can. Alright. And yeah. So now that we've done that part, just leave this here. We'll need it for the paper towels. I'm gonna get a little bit of what? Let's try this stuff out. Oh, this is perfect clean. Very well. We have a little bit of Formula 409. See how that works. But yeah, this is called Formula 409. I think the formula is super small. Alright. Now we're just going to wipe this up. This part. All this up. That up. Wipe that up. Okay. Get a few more of these napkins, aka paper towels. I'll do a little wipage over here. I'll do a little wipage down here. Put a few Rachel hairs in the mix. Rachel's hair's gotten quite long. Wasn't that long ago that it was G.I. Jane's. That was nice. But, you know, girls like to have long hair, I guess. So, I've got to scrub this some more. Gotta give it another 1-2, as they say in the boxing industry. Give the old 1-2, slugger. This is obviously the most stained one, because the kids use the most. I don't really need to clean the kitchen this well before we go, but might as well. I'm not on any Adderall today. I'm just on a lack of sleep and a general sense of heightened times. There I am, cleaning the kitchen. It's good to show you. You don't really need Adderall to do stuff. I just need some form of enthusiasm and motivation. Today is Sunday. For those who didn't know what day it was. Which would normally mean a day game for my beloved athletics. However, pleasantly I think, agreeably, because it's nice to have it saved up for later, they don't play until 6:30. What do you think about that? It's a fairly rare Sunday night game. Let's get this to roll. Why? What is that? What does that do? How do you turn off the light anyway? Guess you don't. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? I'm flipping that switch because it set off some nuclear bombs or something. Alright, that's good. Good enough. Obviously, stovetops are places that get dirty because of their job in life. And that's okay. Oh, what a wonderful feeling. Oh, what a wonderful day. I cleaned up all of this stovetop. Everything's going my way. We'll get this part too. It's looking pretty ratchet over here. I've got el elbow del tiniso, as they say in Spanish. What does that mean? Tennis elbow. I can assure you it's not from playing too much tennis. Why do you always say I have tennis elbow things? I don't know, it's just generally bad elbow. You know? I've got generally bad elbow. My right elbow. It's like my right arm's just done too much meowing in my life. Well, I did a bunch of digging recently. Part of that has been kind of like recovered from a previous bout of tennis elbow. Alright, let's take a little break. Let's get a bevy and a smoke, go outside and tell a joke. Sounds like he loves you a lot, Fly Guy. I wonder why your bunghole is so wrinkled. Is it because you've not been using oil of Olay? That's what I think. Someone's not been using his oil of Olay. Well, 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 what have we here? We've done a chore. We're feeling pretty good about ourselves. Actually done kind of like 2 chores. Started the dishwasher, cleaned the stove and counter thing. After I put all the dishes that are currently in the sink in the dishwasher, then I will clean the 3 pan lids. It's the best order of operations for that. No wrapping today, I don't think. We're doing chores, as the title indicates. William, I feel you, dog, but sometimes you just have some restless energy you gotta burn off, and that's what's going on right now. Stuff that I do need to do, but also it helps burn through some hours in the day, you know? Oh wow, look, Ike's here. Ike's here and popping off. Peas and stovetop grease, signs of a good life. Thank you, Ike. You're a champion, a hero, a person of great renown, and a fine gentleman. You've modified all manner of clean influence to be utilized with your power tools. Yeah. Slow your roll, degenerative AI. Slow your roll before you crap out by rolling a 7. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff going on right now. We got laundry going, dishwasher going, live stream going, smoking, having some water. And I got over here to watch, attracted by the seeds I put out earlier, we've got a couple of squirrels, a couple of hungry squirrels. They're just making their way in the world today. It takes everything they've got. Taking a break from all their worries to eat some sunflower seeds sure would help a lot. I have not pooped yet. Instead of scrubbing my floor by hand, I modified a brush's handle to go on the sawzall and the round brush I modified for that drill. That sounds like some makeshift homemade safety problems. As Mentor Pilot says, if you think safety is expensive, try having an accident. I didn't do his accent very well. He's like from Norway or something. Alright, so... Oh, I guess I startled him. It's one of them. I put some water here for them as well in this little tub. I've not seen them get the water at all yet. The last time I put out a thing of water in this tub, same tub, I set it up a little bit differently, a little closer to the edge over there. And when I came out the next day, something had knocked it down the hill. This time I'm putting it up a little bit higher, figuring either the birds or the squirrels might be thirsty. If I ate a bunch of sunflower seeds, I'd be thirsty afterwards. So, well, I'm the one who gave you the sunflower seeds. Obviously, I'm not trying to get you. Hopefully today is death-free after yesterday's trinity of death. Triad of death? I don't know what to call it. Somebody in the neighborhood died yesterday. And we drove past the fire engines and cop cars and stuff just as they were calling it, looked like, you know, and people were distraught. We said, what's going on? And that's kind of dramatic. We don't know the people, but they're just down the street, and we probably, very possible we met them at the Christmas party, you know. I know their house. I walked by it plenty of times. Yes, thank you very much, Ike. I think I might make a short Oh, we'll see if I do that. Was it a crime scene? This is not a crime scene. This is where I throw the sunflower seeds for the squirrels. That way that I don't have to clean up the mess on the cement. Get away from me, fly. God, it's like there's no mosquitoes out here. It's pleasant. So what do? The fly decides to come and bother me. Get it with the program, fly. This is not scheduled insect time. Alright. Now let's go back inside and prepare for another chore. I'm not going to actually do it because the next chore is out here. Actually, it's not inside the house. So I'm just going to get the trash can. And we're gonna play clean out the car. All right, let's do it. Who doesn't enjoy a good game of clean out the car? So here's the back seat of the car. Oh, you're turned the wrong way. Here's the back seat of the car. And I don't know if you'll notice it, but there's all this trash down there, see? There's also trash over there. That's what we're here to get. Empty out this water over here. Empty another water out. Probably why the weeds not any bigger here than they are any place else. All right. All right, fine. I'll do a thorough job of things. Let me actually get the vacuum because there's no other way to get all this cigarette butts. All right, a couple of waters here. I'll pour all of these waters out over here. Okay, poured the waters out. Now let's go get the, wait, I see more trash here. So wait, what is this for? Okay. Guess I might need that receipt. All right, let's go get the vacuum cleaner now. Here's corny as Kansas in August. No, mosquitoes are not a fly. No, they should be mapped because of when it was built, Fly Guy. I just have to go to the county and ask for it. I already know about how they do the septic mapping because I just went through that with the other house, and we had to go to the county, and we could get the septic map for that house from the county, and that was built in 1981, so we could definitely get it for this house. Right, I know what I'm getting. Don't worry, I remember. I've never watched it. Alright, here's our tool. Let's go take this tool outside. Well, I'm going to probably need to get an extension cord. Maybe not, actually. I could move the car, but that seems kind of silly. All right. Put this on, actually. enough. That is just the right amount of vacuuming. Anything more would be tweaking out on it. Fine. Be that way. All right. Now we're going to meow this meow as per mew. Put that there. Easy squeezy. Put this back. No, Eric, don't end up on any vacuuming side quests. There. Good enough. Alright, I'm going to do a little cavalier stuff. Doesn't look like the cat box is getting any action. That's kind of good. Feels like the cats understand that I'm phasing out the cat box. Alright. That's good. What's this? Oh, it's my Vacuum Flow 460. Pretty great vacuum. Thanks for asking. Appreciate that. I do like to talk about my vacuums. That's a great shop vac too, and not expensive. You're gonna get more general responsiveness and utility from that shop vac than you will from most push vacuums. Yes, Jonathan Earl, that's right. My Vacuum Flow 460. Which is pretty cool. I was pretty stoked about that when we looked at this house and discovered that it had a whole house vacuum. I was like, oh wow. This is like a house from the future. It's like a house from the future from the past. You know, screams 1999 in this kitchen, right? But, it's not super wired for 2000. It has like Ethernet ports in every room and color-coded Ethernet jacks in by where the modem is. Pretty advanced for its time, I guess. No, my dream is not bullpen catcher. What's my dream job? Just doing this. Having like 10 more Ikes, you know, even more come every day, and then be like, there we go. Yeah. That'd be fine. All I need is 9 more random Nigerian princes to like my channel. And then I'll be fine. I could do president. A talk show host would be a great job for me. Obviously, I have to get my teeth fixed before I do that. But I've done a couple of tasks now. That's a good job, Eric. What's coming up next? Hi, Kim. If I didn't say hi to you yet. I think. All right, well, let's take the trash out. So, today is Sunday. We have every other week trash now. And it's that week. It's trash week. There's no trash cans. Oh, there is one trash can over here. You can see it for yourself if you'd like, if you don't believe me. This one I brought over from the kitchen trash can, I guess. I could use a mia to get those, right? A dustpan. So let's go get a dustpan. Real quick. Let's not make a big thing of it, okay? Let's just real quick get a dustpan. I don't want to argue about which dustpan to get. You guys, you're just slowing me down with these arguments all the time. Talk is cheap. We need action here in Action Town. I don't have anything to blink on, Jason, so you're just going to have to deal with no blinker day for you. What I do have available for you is the amazing sight of me cleaning out this little pile of trash here. Get out of here, fly. Okay. We can come back for that stuff. Well, this isn't really very full of trash. So I'll just leave that here for a moment. Now let's go and yeah, well, Kim, that's my usual approach to Action Town as well. But today I'm gripped by a strange motivation. I don't know, call it verb, call it vim, call it vigor, you be the judge. Call it ganache, call it gumption. Any of those would be fine. Call it get up and go. But even now, I'm still wasting a lot of energy on words on accomplishing things. That's why I came up with this poem. Hey everybody, look at me go, doing real stuff like a real Joe. I'm gonna compact some trash here in the trash compactor. One of my favorite tools in the kitchen, along with in the house, along with the vacuum. The trash compactor is great. You never go wrong with a trash compactor. You never want your trash less compacted, you know. This one, I'll put in the trash compactor and replace it. Oh, sorry. It's alright, it was on me, they couldn't see you anyway. It's on this camera. She's dressed, but she had a towel around her head still, so. What do you want my attention for, show media? I've already said that. Except, I'm not Slim Shady. I'm Slim Sunlight. I'm Slim Sunshine. That's a lot nicer than shadiness, isn't it? Yes, it is. Let's compact it again. Do a double compact. Go ahead, Zoom boy. I really feel like I should eat a little something more than just that leftover pizza that I had. I think what I'll do is have a, I think I'll have a soda on ice, maybe a cheese or two, extra little snack, get my blood sugar up. I got 3 cheeses. That's one too many cheese. Alright, you can't drink soda just like this. It's gross. You have to get a glass or cup. We're glass poor and cup rich around here, so I'm going to get a cup. And I'm going to put some ice in it. I don't know if any of the rest of you have an incorrect proportion of glasses and cups, but we do, for sure. It's one of our big problems around here. Alright, I'm prepping all these things a little bit for the dishwasher, which will come up pretty soon. Let's take our nutrition break here. Enjoy some ice cold soda alongside a couple of delicious cheeses. Let's go, friends. Let's go find each other together once and for all for the last time. Forever without stopping. Oh my God, I'm on fire. I'm just logging into the computer door here so I can see the chat on the screen. Okay, whew. Big times for little Eric. Big times indeed. Let's have a muggity. Yes. Pride of the Ottoman Empire, cheese. Unultra Donna is here. Hi, Unultra Donna. Because I didn't see you. My OCD, there's still dirt in there. Who was he hidden by? Oh, that was a mistake, yeah. Sorry, Buddy Cat. Rachel accidentally hid you. That was an accident. Fly Guy, you did the right thing. Always Genocide Cola. I've not heard of Genocide Cola before. Does it taste like the bold flavor of genocide? No, it's just flavored like it, Kim. Alright. The calories are entering my system. What's manure mean? Mmm. This cola has the refreshing flavor of genocide. Mm. What's up? Ndamaso Thabiti. How are you? I hope the day goes well for you in South Africa, where Afrikaans is spoken. But your name does not appear to be a normal Afrikaner or Afrikaner name. Ndamaso Thabiti. In other words, you sound like probably a black South African. One time, a long time ago, during apartheid, I rode on an airplane with this white South African girl who explained to me why it was important for the white people to continue this. But you know, she was cute, so I didn't disagree with her. I was just like, okay. I was like 18 or 19 or something. Who hid Fly Guy? Nobody hid Fly Guy. Yeah, well, I mean, I just was stoked to be like, oh my god, somehow I'm sitting next to this pretty girl. How did that happen? I look like one of your high school teachers? Right on. Well, cheers to you in South Africa. May all your dreams come true. You know who South Africa's like worst modern person is? That horrible runner with no legs. His name's like Oscar Pistorius, I think. Thank you for being here, Ndamaso. I'm sure I'm butchering your name, but that's what it sounds like phonetically. It looks like phonetically. Oh, you made a mistake, Kim? I think I'm more attractive now than I was when I was younger. Oscar Pistorius, yeah. That guy's a scumbag. What a scumbag. I don't like him at all. He killed his wife and claimed like, oh, I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard something in my own bathroom where me and my wife live, and I just started firing shots off through the door with my pistol. I was like, who was in there? Oh my god, what a dickwad! I hope he's still in jail. I watched some of typing videos until I heard someone. Have you watched any typing videos? No? Good, it's easier to type now. Well, you know, it's not necessarily true, actually. It can be just as easy to type people who watched a lot of them because how a person like integrates what they've seen into to intuit what I'm trying to do from what I'm doing is informative. But either way. Wait, you want me to type you? Oh, he's free? Oh, that's too bad. Well, I hope wherever he goes, that people say, boo, boo. Well, I mean, his wife was as white as the freshly fallen snow, as white as this shirt. She's the victim here, right? It's not like he killed some black woman. So if they favor that ethnicity, they should favor her just as much as him. They should favor her more because she has all of her legs. Just joking. Club ENTP was easy to type once I got past his fakery, you know. Hanko Flamo was very difficult to type, yes. I'm not quite sure what to make of him. It was difficult enough that I remember it. I was like, oh my god, I don't know what this guy is. Upside down glasses, pretty cool. I'm hip like that. The gap between rich and poor is ridiculous, and wherever he walks, he will also be championed by his kind. Oh, you mean rich white people versus poor white people? Did he marry some poor white woman? Jesus is king. Good for him. Why you ask people something like, what is your definition of truth? Well, people who I usually use that as to be informative about distinguishing between NI and SI. I found it's kind of easier to distinguish NI and SI than I thought when I asked that question. In other words, there's better ways of distinguishing it. But in a gist of it, NI is likely to see truth as discovered in some fashion, whereas NE types or SI types are more likely to see it as created. Hank Harrison. Your high school teacher name was Lawrence. My name's Eric Strauss. I have Oflamo on ESFP because he cheated so hard on the polar test in his club as ISFJ just from hearsay. Okay. Yeah, well, that's certainly plausible. You know, I can't always tell when somebody's cheating, but I'm much better at that now, but I've been fooled a couple of times. Kim might be hard to type. Well, I've typed a lot of people. I'll do my best. If I have trouble typing you, then you are indeed hard to type because I've typed a lot of people and most of them are pretty straightforward. Club ENTP is an ESFP. What's the score of the Mets Yankees game? I don't know. Don't care. The only game I care about comes on in 6 hours. The Athletics game. The last game of the Athletics Giants series. We pummeled them the first game. They pummeled us the second game. And now we're going into the third game, the rubber game as they call it, the rubber match. Because in the third game, everyone uses protection. No, because in the third game, it determines who wins the series. Do I like tennis? A little bit. I don't watch a lot of tennis. I don't play any tennis. But I like it more than, say, car racing. Tiger 0, Guardian 0. Oh, well, good for your Tigers. They're still in it, of course. Well, thanks, Kim. I do have a lot of interests. What am I going to do right now? I just had my snack. So, make sure I get, there's any more trash I have to get. What's my favorite sport to watch? You know, it's tough because it's kind of like depends what's going on. Last season, when I was watching the USC women's basketball team, because they were one of the best uh, women's basketball teams in the country, it was super exciting. Every game was super exciting for me. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't wait for the next women's basketball game." But right now, I'm really into the athletics, so I'm like, "Oh my god, I have to schedule every day around the athletics game." Like I'm gonna probably end up watching 162 this year. I don't think I've missed. I mean, I missed parts of games that were kind of blowouts, turn them off or whatever. But I've watched at least part of, I think, every single A's game so far this year, and I'm not planning on stopping that. I think we have a day off tomorrow, but I probably will miss the one on Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll probably miss those. They'll probably be the first ones I miss this season. Yeah, the easiest type ones to type are the ones that are obvious polar. All right. This is the way we water the plants, water the plants, water the plants. This is the way we water the plants early in the morning. It's really the middle of the day, but that's not how the song goes. So I'm just going to let that run for a bit while I go inside and get my soda that I forgot to bring outside. Brought my glasses, brought my cigarettes. I'm getting there. One of these days I'll bring all the things I need with me at the same time. And then I'm actually coming back here to get that other trash can to bring over here to put the compacted trash into. It is pot, yes. You got that right. You've identified the plant that I'm growing. I live in California, it's legal here. You're allowed to grow up to 5 plants per adult and in the house. And Rachel and I are the 2 adults that live here. We're the only people who live here. And I have 9 plants. 2 times 5 is 10, but I only have 9. So I could have even one more and still be legal. But you gotta have a legality cushion and only plant 9 of them, I guess. I don't know why I did that really. Just turned out that way. You can get a hot slap for carrying. Oh, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that. I made some videos the other day about insane anti-pot people who think it's bad or something. It's like, get out of here, Baldy. I've been smoking pot since I was 14 years old. I'm 54 years old. If anybody's concerned about cognitive impairment due to marijuana functioning, and they don't believe the study that indicates that it actually protects against cognitive decline in men anyway. They haven't studied it in women yet. They should just look to me as a counterexample. I have the exact same intellect and way about me as I did when I was young, but I'm way smarter now because I know way more and understand how to be smart better. When's my birthday? April 27th. No, I never got all the girls. Not so subtle. I've always been puss shy, as they say. I might call me bashful, like, oh shucks, ain't no girl gonna be interested in me. But later on in life, I got over that, and then I married this hot girl named Rachel, who I'm still married to, and that's fantastic. Third time's the charm for me. Rachel's a little smarter than me. It only takes her one time. Trouble, you probably shouldn't drink that water because it's got plant fertilizer in it. He's not listening to me at all. It's just these little balls you pour out and they slowly dissolve over time, you know? Get away. Joe's all smelling my plants and stuff. I don't know why. He's taking such an interest in things over there. He just likes to watch the water, I guess. Oh, you're going through, huh? You don't want to go through there. You're going to get little stickers all in your fur. I might even want to put on some shoes and do a little macheting of the plants behind the plants. Because I just wish they weren't there. There goes the cat on his adventure of learning. He's really got himself doing the splits. Oh, he doesn't want to get his foot wet. What are you doing, Trouble? If it's a lizard or something, leave it alone. Trouble. Don't get any lizards, okay? He's just smelling the grass. He's fine. I really don't like it when the cats get little animals. It makes me very upset at them. But, you know, they're cats, so what are you going to do? You can't really say anything. Except, I wish you wouldn't do that. And they don't really listen to you. Cats are notoriously not good at listening to you. Okay, let's move the hose. You better watch out, mister. I'm moving the hose. I gotta need to watch out. I know you won't get me wet. You're right, Trouble. I'm not gonna get you wet. You don't want to get wet. Therefore, I don't want to get you wet. Yes, what a handsome boy you are. You're looking a lot more handsome now that I started combing you when I have to watch you eat. What a nice picture. Cat in amongst the flowers, it could be called, even though there's no flowers. Oh, what a good boy. You're posing so nicely for us. Thank you. Thank you, Nadamaso. Before I had a session, I thought my affect was like Club ENTP. No. No, it's not. Oh, I missed the trash can. There's my beautiful wife. Well, I guess it's... I'm just gonna chill for a bit and let the water go. And then I will, and then I'll move it to the top. I put up water and seeds for the birds and squirrels over there, but the birds are squawking about Trouble being in the mix, I think. They don't like him out here. Well, the bird's down on the ground, so maybe not. He's just probably telling his friends, come over here. Here's some sunflower seeds for you. What's my favorite dish? Um, I may be retarded, but you're the one being dumb. I think that's my favorite dish. I may be retarded, but you're the one being dumb. Like that. That's one I made up myself. If somebody calls you retarded, you just do that. And they're like, fuck. What happened? I thought I was on the offense. Oh, Bubbles. You're such a silly kitty boy. You're so much like a dog. Yes, you are. You want to just follow me around all the time. He just kind of is where I am when I'm moving around the house. Like earlier, he was sitting down in kind of an odd place. And someone said, that's weird for a cat to sit in the middle of the room like that. And then later I noticed he was sitting on my flip flops because he knew I wasn't going anywhere without putting on those flip flops first. You're a spot? I don't know what that means. Okay. Now I'm going to move this up to the top. Oops, careful. Don't knock everything over. If I move this down a little further, it's not getting all the way to the bottom. So let that go a little bit more now. So, what I'm thinking is we're about 8 weeks, 7 weeks maybe, till we start plucking the first exploratory buds to tide us over till a full harvest. I, in general, kind of like the idea of gradually harvesting over time anyway. Eventually you gotta chop it all, but it makes your job less burdensome if you don't have to do all the manicuring at once. And it's not like I need it super manicured, but obviously more manicured buds are preferable when you later on bust out a jar and it's less manicured. You're like, oh, there's all this shake. But, I only have so much energy to play marijuana hair cutter. So I've done a good job this year of putting up this little structure and tying these things to it, so they're all kind of staying in place. I'm making this go back here, you know. And then the tallest one, I've got this tallest stake on over here. This one I'll be able to stake it again here. And, you know, at this point you're getting up to like 7.5 feet probably. So it's pretty big. And, you know, these things have a growth spurt right before they start budding. I'm really grateful to have such wonderful neighbors. So we can do this and I don't have to fret about the house or plants and stuff. They won't dry up in my absence. But you know, you may have noticed if you looked at the plants that one of them is dramatically smaller than the other ones. And that's because it experienced some early childhood trauma. But because that trauma was not sustained, it was just like a bad day, a really bad day for the plants, you know. Or it was freezing and hailing like crazy. But it came back, it recovered. It said, I'm stronger than you, hail. And I'm going to grow at my rate. I don't need to be up to pace with everybody else. Maybe I am a little bit retarded in the traditional sense of slowed down growth. But that doesn't mean I'm broken or damaged. I will still grow up and produce good buds for you to smoke. Well, thanks, little plant. We appreciate that. Both me and Rachel do. I think I speak for my wife as well when I say we appreciate that. All right. I just want to get this plant a little bit more. This one tends to get under God a bit. Check back against the back wall. All right, good job, Eric. You've watered the plants. So I've done a lot of stuff today. But our next thing we're doing first requires us to get this cup of soda. Not excessively. Well, maybe I do use it because, you know, sometimes it's just the only way to convey what's wrong with something. A couple of well-compacted trashes. Bring this one around front, and I'll leave this one down here for any last fill-ups before Sunday night. Last trash at the station. Sunday night has the last trash at the station being before I go to bed. I could even put the last trash at the station out Monday morning if I I'm confident I'll be up fairly early because trash doesn't come till late back here. Did I ever close the garage door? Let me look and see. Yes, I did. Okay. There's cat hair on my phone. Yes, Rachel's mother is older than Eric. She's like, I don't know. She's like 20 years older than me, I think. Like 74, 54, 40, 20. Oh, me and Delilah and Rachel are all 14 years apart. I'm not sure about Rachel's mom. Well then, sir, you should instruct Gabe to scratch. You thought about that? Why are you coming to me for advice? Seems pretty easy. If something itches, you instruct it to scratch. Oh, I see. Is that what you wanted to have happen? There you go. Hope it makes you happy. Just double check I turned off the water because one time I left it on. Yeah, it's off. Ramen is good. And for Elijah had her YouTube channel, she originally introduced herself as an ESFP life coach versus taught by the MBTI system. Well, she might very well be that. I don't know. Whatever typing experience I had with her was a long time ago, you know. Alright. New trash bag for this trash can. In general, as a general rule, more recent typings are more reliable because I continue to learn more, but there's a certain line behind which things are not reliable. After which things are generally reliable, but I don't know exactly when that is. It's when I finally finalized like what's defensible, the basic bulk of it, and linked it to tests. Well, Kim, talk to me again about this on like Friday or something, and maybe you'll get a special discount. I don't want to schedule anything right now, but because, yeah. Talk to me at the end of this upcoming week, Thursday or Friday when I get back. People around here, I'm sure, are curious what type you are. No doubt you are as well. But that's fine. I'll type you. No charge, and you don't have to publish if you don't want it or anything like that. So. All right. Yeah, consider it. It's fine. We're having a good few days here. So I guess I'm going to call this stream a chop here, and maybe stream again later on. if I have more stuff to do. Right now I'm thinking I don't think anything about it. It's another person just spewing whatever for whatever reasons. His own intuition, not validating against anything concrete. So that's what I think. But he seems intuitive, I know that much about him. Alright, so I'm going to split for a while. I'm going to try to maybe take a shower, maybe take a nap, assess what else I got to do. No, really, during the day, there are basically no mosquitoes. There were no mosquitoes out right now. But then in the morning, as the sun comes up, and at night as the sun goes down, those are the times when the mosquitoes come out and they drive us back inside. Hi, darling. I was just about to end the stream.
Oh, cool.
Figured you might assess what there is left to do and stuff like that,
That's good.
All right, so maybe we'll stream again later. Maybe we'll do a Oakland Athletics watch party tonight.
That's a good idea.
Until then, adieu.